Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor. Just a quick update. As you know, I announced one of the prizes for the 1,000 sub giveaway. It's second place. Uh, I can't say that I put a ton of thought into it, but it just kind of started making more sense. It's hard for me to part with anything that I build, and because usually everything I build, I put just a super ton of detail into it, and I just couldn't let something like that go. And then when Mark sent that Caliente to us for open box review, it kind of just hit. I was like, okay, I don't have to put a lot of detail into this. I can, being a curbside, I can just do a little detail in the interior, keep it nice and clean, and try to give it a really good paint job with a nice set of tires and wheels. And we decided to go the resto mod look. So we're pretending it's got a 302 in it. You can pretend whatever you want is in it, because there's nothing in it. But we did get the paint laid down. You guys can see, look at the shine. That's no clear coat. That's the MCW Pepper Gray. I put a couple extra drops of hardener in it. I've got a little bit of junk, not much, in the roof, the hood, and the trunk. And that's where, if you want to get it, that's where you want to get it, because it's the easiest to, sand out. So when this cures out, we'll wet sand those down. We'll get the decals on it, all the body decals, and then we'll, if I can't get it to polish out, we'll put a couple coats of clear coat on it, which is going to look the same as this after a clear coat. That's beautiful. Look at it. You can see all those reflections in there. And this has only been out for about 15 minutes out of the paint booth. Right there you can see that's one of the spots right there. Or I don't want to get close, I'll end up touching it. Right in front of my finger, there's a little spot. There's a little spot on the back of the hood. There's about 2 or 3 little spots up here on the driver's side of the roof. And then a couple little specks back here. So very minimal, which is surprising. As much dust as I've stirred up in the shop trying to rearrange this stuff. But we decided to go with white hubcaps. I was gonna put red down in there. That's what I really wanted to get down in there. And I don't see a way to get the red down in there without having to constantly touch up the white. So we're going to try to use the black panel line washer or wash and sit in there, which it'll still look good. The tires and wheels are painted to match the body. There we go. These came out. Everything's still kind of a little tacky. Just got to be careful of what you're touching. But they got that nice shine to them too. So imagine that white center cap in there, and then the black letters, that'll look really good. I kind of want all that to dry really good. So this little area right here is red. I've seen it different colors on cars, but on this one we're going to do red. And we may do black. I don't know. But we're going to do all the chrome to match the box art. The reference pictures I've got shows it being chrome. It shows it being red. It shows it being black. So it's just up to interpretation what's going to match. That's why I said I wanted to kind of get the red in the letters and have that little bit of red there. It's kind of a flare. The red interior would have been too much, so we're staying black on the interior. We'll depict shiny and flat, finishes where they need to be. There's a lot of chrome trim here on the door panels. All these little lines are chrome. All the handles, all that stuff. The little line around in the center of the console. I'm not going to opt out the console. The reference picture I got has this shifter, which is cool, but it doesn't have a console in it. That's just mounted to the floor. So we're going to mount it up on the console. Just a good place to put it, because by the time I try to get in there and cut that out and then fill that in, it'd be a nightmare. And I'm trying to make this simple and quick, and a nice, clean build, and something somebody would be proud of to have. Because if I was going to win this, I'd be proud of it. I'm getting, as usual, getting through this, and it's like getting harder and harder to say, yeah, I'm going to give it away, but I am. It's second place. Whose ever name gets strong is going to be the recipient of this. You also get the original box, all the extra pieces, the instructions, so on and so forth. So if you want to go back through, I think there's like a set of spotlights, some other things. If you want to add those to it, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm going to put the antenna on it and the mirrors, and that's about it on the body. The rest, I'm either going to mask it off and Molotov it, or bare metal or aluminum foil, whatever you call it, bare metal foil. I don't like doing that stuff. I hate putting a knife blade on a good paint job. Too easy to screw it up. Molotov, I can use a little alcohol or mineral spirits, and if I get some on the body, I can take it right off without hurting the finish. But this is kind of tedious, so we may either way mask off. So we got to let the body get good and dry and get hardened and all that stuff before I even start touching the body. I don't put fingerprints in it or anything else, and get that little bit of junk out of it. Christmas card. Got a Christmas card in from John at Mighty JJK. Thank you for the card. We appreciate it. I like getting them. Like I said, I've not been able to get out to go walking through a store to pick any out, and I knew it was going to be this way for a few weeks, and it's just going to limit me what I can do. But next year, we will have Christmas cards. This year, we just got to take a hard pass on it, just because of me. And I'm not going to ask my wife to do something like that when she's got enough on her plate now, with me being down and her having to pick up a lot of the slack. So, but Merry Christmas to everybody, and I do mean that. We also are going to add the rotors, because these key into the back of the wheel, and then the metal axle will key into that hole right there. So that'll give us our holding point for the tires and wheels. We will have to drill that out a little bit, but that's no big deal. So we got those to paint still. Finish painting the shifter. Start getting the detail painted on the interior. A little detail paint on the chassis. We might add just a couple little things of detail underneath the chassis. Not a whole lot, but a couple things. I've kind of seen that I could probably get in there pretty quick and easy and pull it off. But yeah, we just got to get to that 1,000 sub mark. And this is just mainly, you guys have commented or sent me an email saying, you got to give one of your builds away. There's a lot of people that don't build that would like to just have, something like that. And so that's the premises and the theory behind it. And it was easy enough and quick enough, and, not 3 or 4 month build where then I'd be real reluctant to let it go. I still find it hard to let it go, don't get me wrong. But, we'll paint the headliner in it, and, then we'll get the glass in it, and if it's got a rearview mirror, any of that stuff, we'll get all that in it. We will add seat belts, flocking to the carpet, and we'll paint the different tones of black, high gloss, satin, matte, whatever they may be, just to make it kind of stand out a little bit, depending on how you hold it in light. Interiors are always hard to see unless it's a convertible. And I definitely wasn't going to go through the chopping the top off and turn it into a convertible. I'd like to find a wagon version of this. I've seen them online, the real car. That'd be a really cool Pro Touring build. I'm just a sucker for the 60, from like 1960 to 1969. It's kind of my favorite era. Other than that, just trying to take it easy. I go for my doctor's appointment Friday right in the middle of a blizzard. Yay me. The first one since like 1978 or something like that. They said it could be a doozy. It could be fizzle out. I don't know. But we're ready here. We got everything we need. Hopefully it doesn't ruin Christmas for people to get here. I don't think it should. Most everybody's got front wheel drive or 4-wheel drive in our family, so and they usually take care of the highways pretty quick. So I think that's about it, guys. Just a quick update. We'll be back Friday with another quick update on this and anything else that's going on, or whatever. But meanwhile, you guys get to building. Remember the 27th, guys and ladies, for the Hot Wheels replica group build is the final. So your video and your pictures will be due then. I understand there's a few people behind due to circumstances, and that's fine. Just get all that to me as soon as you can. The sooner that gets in, then I can get the collage made and send it out to Walgreens or one of those photo places and get pictures printed off, and then I'll get those out to you. And other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll see you Friday. This is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.